Hello everyone, this is Kubo and this is my laundry talk. Right, this is for my language improvement, nothing else. So I will talk whatever I want to talk. If you happen to hear this story, I would like to hear what you think. So today I'm going to talk about when you feel your growth. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is that I am just going through my past. I just wanna see what I have accomplished in my life, what kind of experiences I had in the past, just to I don't know, analyze myself is a good word, but just to basically analyze myself, trying to find out what kind of life I had, because it's always good to look back and see what I have done. And when you think about the future, it's always nice to look back and then you always get a little bit of hint. Steve Jobs, I think, once said that I cannot really quote every single words, but something like life is like a dot and only when you look back you can connect those dots. And that's why just afterwards, like, you live your life, blah blah blah. And I think I personally think I get a lot of empowerment from my past. Of course it's not for everyone, but that's how I reflect myself. Anyhow, so like I'm just doing those research for myself, and then when I do those things I feel my growth. So I wanted to talk about that. So mainly now, like, I am looking at some jobs in Japan and just to see my possibilities where I'm at. And it's been nice journey, especially like I think this is also one of the way for me to feel my growth. But 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I did the exact same thing. I was looking around a Japanese career. I wasn't sure what to do because I wasn't able to become news anchorman. I tried several companies, but I got a basically decline. And I was like, okay, so let's see what my possibility looks like. And then I also tried to apply several of them as well, right? And at that time, like 4 years ago, it was really hard for me to think of any kind of my appealing point, what's my attraction, what I have accomplished when I was in school. Basically any of those contents, like to fill any form for job application, it was very hard for me to fill out those things. But now I've spent 4 years, 5 years in Canada. I had a little bit of career here too. So again, it's just more looking at possibilities. But when I try to fill out those forms, I have contents to fill out. Like I can say that I accomplished this and that. I think in the past I've uploaded some video about those. But like when I actually in a situation that I need to fill out, but I still have counterattack. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but I have content to fill out. And it just feels so nice. It was a struggle before, but now I can do it, and then I definitely feel growth. It's not super visible, but you can definitely feel those changes, right? So I'm quite happy about that, and I am feeling my growth. And something similar happened to me when I rewatch movies, so I read the novel. How I feel is that like several years ago I watched this movie and I felt this way. But now you rewatch it and then you feel differently. So for example, first time when I watched Call Me By Your Name, I just didn't really understand sentimental, and I wasn't able to appreciate the cinematography. At that time, probably it was like 5 years ago when I started learning English as well, so I was like understanding partially. However, I have rewatched a couple months ago and then I was like, holy crap, that's such a great movie. I felt the emotion, I felt the awkwardness, I just definitely felt totally differently. That was fantastic feeling. Because I do believe that shows my growth too. It doesn't have to be any positive feeling, like you rewatch it and you didn't enjoy it in a certain way. Either way, you feel your difference, and then either way, those differences, I would call it growth. Realization includes the realization with experiences. Yeah, so I love to feel those growths from time to time and repeat those actions. Definitely helps you to make it visualize it, or you can feel it more completely. That's how I've been feeling, and that's just so empowering as well. It connects to my daily life as well. I have accomplished something like that before, and it was a very difficult situation, and it's hard to remember those things. But if you give yourself a moment to reflect those situations, you actually feel it. Also, I keep all those big moments in my Excel file, sort of diary, more like a diary summary of my life. When I was since I was little, I started building those when I was in high school I was lost when I was in high school, especially the end. I really wanted to find out who I was. I wanted to know where I'm heading. So I started building those summary of myself. And I just kept going. Right now even I write down big career movement, my past relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic relationship, including friendship, about my dreams. I just write down all those stuff. And it's easier for me to remember if I have those log. It states a little bit of emotion as well, so that I can remember how I felt when I was in the situation, and that helps definitely for me to remember those days. I recommend for you to do it. It's a lot of time, especially when you are building up those summary. However, once it's built up, it's quite easy to update as well, because it's just a summary. It's not like a daily thing. You can just revisit every time, like from time to time. And every time you go back to those lists, it's inevitable for you to feel some kind of at least differences between past and right now. And this emotion will, comes and goes. So probably a couple months later, I will still need to remind myself how I felt today. I need to remind myself that I'm fine. But I just wanted to share this feeling. I felt my growth, and then I'm curious what other people, how they feel about their growth, how they identify it. This is my way, but I would like to know. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.